an effective way to combat Ralph's rhetoric last night about no prosperous multiracial country exists? He's obvious. Well, the problem is, like, it might be true, but, like, the reason why we're so mixed today is because we can travel at rates that are, like, unprecedented. So it's kind of it's like a pointless thing to say. So, like, for instance, like, no nation has ever survived that's had the internet in its country for more than 40 years.
Stupid fucking meme.
Like, what am I supposed to do with that statement? Like, yeah, true, I guess, but, like, wait, is that really true? Probably. I don't think the internet's existed for more than 30 years or whatever, right? Or 20 years? I mean, like, the ability to travel around the world the way that we do today, like, hasn't existed for too long. Good one, dude. Yeah, so we're trying to convince people that Nick is a Nazi behind closed doors. It looked rhetorically ineffective. Well, to really do it, you need to, like, show clips and stuff. Like, you need to have, like, stuff, like, on hand. There's some website, there's some page that, like, documents some of this. But, like, if you can actually get him to... You actually, like, start showing people, like, enough clips, you can do it. Because a lot of these become, like, pretty hard to defend. Like, taken in the totality.
It was better for them, too. Number one, but number two, who cares? Who cares? You know, enough with the Jim Crow stuff. Who cares? Oh, they had to drink out of a different water fountain. Big f***ing deal. Oh, no, they had to go to a different school. Their water fountain in that famous picture was worse. Who cares? Grow up. Drink out of the f***ing water fountain. It's water. It's the same. You know? And, you know, even if it was bad, who cares? Who cares? It's better. It's better in general. We all agree it was better for them. It's better for us. Better in general.
I also wish I would have remembered this clip more precisely. It wasn't really Nick saying, like, a joke. Like, it was Nick going full-on Holocaust revisionism. Couldn't they just argue that he was being ironic? I mean...
If I take 1 hour to...
He says he's being ironic at the end of this clip.
Cookie Monster has 15 ovens, working 24 hours a day, every day for 5 years. How long does it take Cookie Monster to make 6 million batches of cookies? I don't know. That's a good question. Certainly, oh, no. It doesn't really sound correct to me. Wait a second. It takes 1 hour to cook a batch of cookies, and you have 15 ovens, probably in 4 different kitchens, right? Doing 24 hours a day, every day for 5 years. How long would it take you to make 6 million? I don't know. It certainly wouldn't be 5 years, right? The math doesn't seem to add up there. The math doesn't quite seem to add up there. I don't think you'd result in 6 million. Maybe 200 to 300,000 cookies. And I think the Red Cookie Association said something like that, probably 200 to 300,000 cookies baked.
So 200 to 300,000 is the normal answer that Nazis get for how many Jews were killed. The Red Cookie Association is the Red Heart Association, where they misquote some, like, initial estimate of something. It's not, like, they horrendously butcher this. They try to say, oh, well, the Red Cross said only 200 to 300,000 Jews were killed initially. But...
Probably. And in addition, you know, in this hypothetical, I imagine that if you took aerial photographs over the kitchens, you would need to see certain smokestacks to release the smoke from baking the cookies, and the smokestacks would project certain shadows, but I guess they're not visible in the aerial photographs taken over the kitchens. Moreover, if you look at the soil texture, it's really not deep enough for mass cookie storage underground. And so there's a lot of things, you know, in the cookie kitchen, they say that the ovens are wooden and they have windows on them and they're not totally secure. And the ovens that they use, they actually did sort of an ad hoc use of that particular kind of oven, even though they made a perfectly good design for ovens for a different purpose, for delousing. I mean, you know, for something else. So none of it really adds up. I don't know. It just kind of doesn't really make sense, this crazy cookie analogy. You have to be, that's sort of an esoteric story. That's from Cookie Right. You wouldn't understand that if you're just sort of passing through, if you're just a normie. So 6 million cookies, I don't buy it. That's all irony. I'm an irony bro. That's all irony. You know, I love and respect everyone. Everything that the government says is true.
Yeah, man, like, there's, like, a lot of...
in your daily, like, existence by Jews.
I told you yes, absolutely. You laugh at it like...
How so? Can you...
Would you say that me having sex with my dog is the same thing as me having sex with a black man?
No. But they would both be degenerate.
Oh!
Oh.
The idea of is that the rapist is getting the sexual pleasure from it. You can, well, it's about power. Well, at the end of the day, it's a sexual act for sexual pleasure. So it literally doesn't even make any sense why you would rape somebody in a way that doesn't even it's not even about your dick, right? I mean, do you understand what I'm saying? If you're just finger blasting somebody, like, I don't know if you were just trying to be mean or just downright malicious, maybe, like, fuck you. But it's not like it's doing anything for you.
Yeah, like, you're not even getting your nut off, you know what I mean? Like, what are you gonna do, like, rape a girl, then go home and, like, jack off about it later? Like, that's dumb, you know what I mean? Like, he already, like, he went to jail for this, like, and he didn't even get his nut, you know?
And like I said, it's just so not a big deal. You know, if a woman jerked me off and like, oh, I didn't want her to jerk me off, would that like keep me up at night? Would I like wake up in a cold sweat having a nightmare about like somebody's jerking me off? Oh, am I gonna like reach for my penis and be like, oh, okay, thank God, nobody's jerking me off.
Yeah, there's like a ton of like these collections of like Fuentes.
Veteran. Combat vet, yeah. And so,
he's a troop, too.
4 days, al-Baghdadi is now dead.
Yeah. Sir, yes, sir.
About this amazing victory.
Sir, bottom, sir.
One of the things about it is
yeah, another gay soldier.
Yo,
bottom private. Sir, I suck dicks, sir.
Because they so hate that
I served as a bottom in Blood Gulch, Iraq.
So, we knocked out 2. Always like a 2-for-1 special. But we need to all agree that this is a good thing. And it's scary to me. It really...
Do you just like talking to his son more than Nick? I don't know. I mean, both of them are kind of fun to bully. I don't know. But it's probably more productive to argue with like alt-writers and shit. Or conservatives in general. What the fuck is a WIGNAT? I think it stands for white nationalist. Nationalist. I don't know what the fuck that means, but okay. Sorry. Do you feel like you vibe well with Dick? Yeah, I think so, decently so, yeah. Dick reminds me of like a more socially adjusted, Mr. Medicare. Wait, are we cute? What the fuck? Destiny thoughts.
Please.
We don't do anime on this stream anymore, okay? Echo, get in the band. Your friend needs to chill on Twitter. Fuck Brittany Venti, dude. I'll say anything to that motherfucker. The kill stream clip of when Nick Fuentes admits fucking black woman is degenerate.
Thing got leaked where he said that like a black person fucking a black person is like fucking a dog. I didn't bring that up at
That's
all.
not what
'cause
I said. I said it wasn't like fucking a dog, but they both be degenerate.
There you go. Whatever that was.
Right?
I didn't bring that up.
That's pretty
Yeah.
bad, actually.
However, it wasn't a joke when he said it. However, that was your.
I do still hate, it drives me crazy, but I do still hate that, like, there are some positions I have that are pretty far outside the norm that I get no credit for. Like, I really don't usually attack people over personal shit they did long ago. I would say that I'm probably one of the most forgiving, like, online content creators, characters, like, people in general. Like, I'm, like, pretty chill about, like...
Shut the fuck up, Movement, alright? It's a stupid fucking meme.
Wowie.
But I still get, but the fact that Ralph was trying to like, oh, like, wouldn't you cancel someone over dumb shit they said? Like, dude, do you know what my past is? Of course I wouldn't. Like, I could never get away with that. Like, what the fuck? Are you an Atlas okay? I actually, is our TBA here? I hate saying anything without fucking audio recordings. Somebody told me that apparently, who spends time on my Discord? Does anybody know what I'm about to say? I don't like all the hate you get, but you are so legit. Thank you, Julia Macklin. I think I'm changing it. Supposedly both of them are like in there a few days ago, like making fun of like me and Melina's sex life or some shit, or I don't know. Apparently Atlas and Denims are like in my Discord and voice chat doing that. I had like multiple people come to me and tell me that. It kind of makes me, it's kind of weird. Why though? Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know. Why do they do it in your Discord? I don't know. How do I build stone doors? We need like a heavy workbench. Apply to Venti. What? I already did. Apparently Denims still thinks that I like was fake, or I didn't like give the full story about everything that happened or something. I don't know. If I have like an audio recording of them actually talking shit, if they ever want to, I can always just release like the full recording, the talk that I had with her and Iman. It's like an hour long. It'd be good content. What are you building? Iman didn't really do anything wrong. No, yeah, I know. I'm building an underground house. I'm trying to get all my houses set up, all my pylons set up. Oh yeah, apparently they were still repeating that Melina is just with me for clout or some shit.
Hello?
What? What do you want, Newton?
I come to you with troubling D&D information.
What?
You have to remove 2 from your stats.
Why did Quavo say it?
Well, when we first talked about like the rules for the stats or whatever, you rolled 2 6s.
Yeah, wait. Why the fuck would you say that? Why the fuck would you come in if Koi would have noticed? Why the fuck would you do that?
We don't do Empires of Arcadia shit.
We absolutely do. I'll look into that later. Don't worry.
Are you cool with switching hotnesses?
No, I'm not keeping that rule. I'm not playing a fucking
no,
5
I'm
hotness
not
character.
saying you. Okay, yeah, that's why I'm saying I want to swap. You can have my 12.
If you want, I don't care. I'm not gonna roll off of that. I don't want to have stupid retarded shit in the campaign.
Then why did you roll?
Where it's like, because you wanted to do it as a meme. I'm not playing a meme campaign where we walk around looking like fucking like degenerate fucks. Like, I'm not doing that.
Sure.
Yeah, if you want to do it and you want to meme the campaign that way, that's fine.
It's not meme.
It is meme. To walk around, to be a noble and walk around with 5 hotness is retarded as fuck. I would never waste my time doing it. So every single like conversation is going to be a fight with like,
he wouldn't do that. That's stupid if he'd do that. You know he wouldn't do that.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to do it, you can do it. Not gonna
No,
Shut
it's
the
fine.
fuck
Don't
up,
do it.
Movement, all right? It's a stupid fucking meme.
For the record, the penis size is probably not sticking as well either. Okay, that's not
Yes.
gonna.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Okay.
Holy fuck, you're triggered. Did you sleep?
Jesus. No, it's just I'm like yeah.
All kinds of crazy jokes on this show. Does it?
A little bit, yeah.